While being in Tennessee, I happened to stop by this retro store called Gamer Exchange. Inside, I saw Funko Pops of all shapes and sizes, which are really cool. As you see, as I panned around, I saw t-shirts in there, as well as I saw plushies in there. As I began my walk around the store, I decided I'd go around and see what I see when it came to Funko Pops. But I was pleasantly surprised that when I got over to the next section, I saw a bunch of DVDs and also saw a bunch of toys listed over here as well. They had large and small ones. They had Hot Wheels there. They also had Nerf guns and other things of that nature. And then also they had Star Wars stuff, as you can see, lined up in this shelf. They were lined up really well and very organized, and I was happy to see that. As I went further down, you saw the larger deluxe edition Funko Pops, which are lined up here against the wall, along with smaller ones. In this next section, you'll see things that look like Funko Pops, but these aren't quite Funko Pops. They're lined up against the wall. Next, I had a bunch of DVDs. You got to see it in this section right here. In this next section, you'll see Funkos followed by Sega Genesis games, all lined up in order, looking very, very nice. And then as you move on to the next section, you'll see Super Nintendo as well as N64 games. As I worked my way back over the right, I saw DVDs. DVDs lined up from A to Z. Everything you could think of was there. Every genre you could think of, comedy, drama, classics, anything you think of, they definitely had here in this section. And if you couldn't find it, you definitely didn't need it. But I didn't pick up anything from this section, but I was happy to be able to walk through and see a lot of different stuff. Here I started seeing Blu-rays and Blu-ray players. They were really nicely lined up here against the wall, all lined up from A to Z. And then as I worked my way back through, I saw VHS tapes, which was really cool to see because you really don't see VHS tapes like that. So it's good to see those. Here's the Xbox section, as you can see with the Xbox 360. You also have a bunch of controllers here, a bunch of headphones here, which are really cool to see. In this section, I saw a bunch of PlayStation 2 games, not as many as I would hope for, but still had a nice little section of them. As I worked my way up to the front, I saw the CDs section up here as well. Here I saw Pokemon games as well as handheld cartridge games. I worked my way around some more and I saw more DVDs as well as Blu-ray player games and the rest of the PlayStation games here too. So it was nice to see these, as well as some PlayStation games that are listed here and some manga that was here. So this is really cool to see some manga here as well. So it really was nice seeing all these Nintendo games here all listed in order and available for your pickup. The Wii section here as well. And you can see that. And just working my way around, just looking at everything that I can see at this point in time. The PlayStation 3 games look really good here. And I'm just working my way around. I see Xbox games. I believe this is Xbox One sitting here. So it's just a nice little section of different things here that you could definitely check out and see in the store. So I definitely advise if you get a chance to go down here and check out the store, see all the items that they have available to you to see because you can find something really good here. This is PlayStation 3 as I work my way around, and it looks really, really nice. As you can see, there are extra controllers around on the floor and just a whole number of things that you can get there if you're really interested in buying things that you really, really want at the time. So as I made my way to the inside section of the store, I saw baseball cards, basketball cards, a lot of pictures here. And then I also saw board games that were really nice to look at and something that you might be interested in playing. They do have them set up here, as well as comic books. So it was a great time I had at the store being there. So definitely feel free to check them out if you ever get a chance. Thanks.